Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Houston Texans. Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And we're off and running from Houston. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First play, Murray's letting it rip. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him throwing his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now Murray on the play fake. Harrison secures this, left side. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Chubb running out of the gun. And good for a gain of 4. It's second down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Again, it's Chubb. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. And no surprise here, they declined the flag because the play got a first down, so they're going to happily let it stand. A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. Murray from the pistol. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. No luck finding his receiver that time, and that makes it 2nd and goal.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Let's go!
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Eagles are on it, and down he goes. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
After the sack, they're left 3rd and goal now from the 13.
Buzz. Hey.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete on assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like an attacking the pass. Not just playing the defense, but go knock the ball away.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that. Tim drives ahead.
All in all, Kate, we call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Absolutely fires this one right side. Oh, it's tipped, interception. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And the Texans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
They can get the drive with Chubb. And that carry only gets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Murray to throw here on 3rd. Flushed out of the pocket. Connection made with his back deep downfield. That's going to pick up got the first down after a gain of 26.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Completed over the middle. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. They are running from the gun with Chubb. And he gets this very close to that first. It's going to be 3rd and short at the 35.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Oh, and they're going to have the fullback giant power for it. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Going wide receiver run to start this series. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Offense in the hurry up here. They go right back to him. Another carry for the receiver. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
We're at the end of one in a defensive showdown that has lived up to its billing thus far. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got a first to begin the frame. They run it with Saquon Barkley. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Hurts now from the gun. Gets his running back. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Hurts the throw. And This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A loss of 9 yards. It's second down.
Hurts looking to throw. That's Smith on the slant. And this one does not go far.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Texans going with 6 DBs for this third down. They're in dime. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be stopped well shy of that first down marker. Call it a yard. It's fourth down coming up. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. Elliott connects there. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
Independent kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Batted away at the line, incomplete. He didn't put it high enough to get it over that line. 2nd down coming up.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. And he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Trying to set up that screen, but it falls incomplete, and now they're facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard.
Big Ace open, Big Ace open. Move. Empty. Hey.
Ooh, play clock running out. D'Amico Ryans calls for a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard.
Omaha. Easy. Omaha. One. Hey.
4th down. Here's Murray. Myers, and he's got it. Gets it to the 15. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Ball. 2.
Here's Chubb. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Pretty easy for me to play armchair quarterback up here and say I just don't like that call on 1st and 5, especially when you get nothing from it. Man, that one stinks.
Quick throw left side, complete. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a second quarter lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Gets it out wide, complete. And he gets him the first partner, but they are already acting like this one's not going to stand. Let's listen. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And they're going to be set up with a first down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact. Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like you got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Throwing from the gun here. Hauled in by Gunner, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Good offenses, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
First down throwing for Hurts. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
First and 10, Murray. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be second down.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Big ace, big ace. Deuce. That's one. Stop.
They'll air it out on third. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Pulled in at the 20. And a nice return out of it. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. On the move, headed right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Trimmer. Hey, 73.
On first down, Hurts. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
First and 10, here's Hurts. Cut out left. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Hurts yet again. And the defender comes away with it. Buda Baker picks it off. And the Texans are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season.
Intercepted. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
No gain on the play.
The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Second and 10. Need something positive here.
That's one. 2-2. Hot.
Out of his own end zone. Here's Murray. Into traffic. Complete. And give him about that 15-yard line before they're able to drop him. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. A nice gain and a first down there, Brock, on a throw that most quarterbacks would have shied away from.
Yeah, tight ends, these guys, about the only position that can make that look routine, fending off a couple defenders, and it's really why, Kate, they're such valuable commodities.
That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Back to the air, Murray. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Shift.
Looking to throw. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Corey Bajorquez on the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. That'll be the first and more. And that return brings us to the end of our first 2 quarters of play. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. Things going well so far. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Third quarter is going to start with a run by Barkley. Still has some space up near midfield. And he goes out. Just needed one more step to reach midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. That'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Sending him on the dive. So a change of pace to the tight end. He isn't going to yield anything. Stop for no gain. Second down coming up.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy. And that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Hey, 73. Great, set. Anyway, let's get it. Go Silver, ready? Hey, easy, 63.
Throwing here hurts. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All set to go now from the 35.
Great, set. Hey, let's go. Trim it. Hey, under pressure. 63, 63.
He's a dive up the middle. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometimes as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Offense to the line, second down.
73, 73. Good, shot. 63, 63, 63. Crowd left, Yanni.
Hurts setting up to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
On third down, it's Hurts. He has room past the 25. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. They go play action. Here's Hurts. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles tie things 10-10. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
How many hands I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We up the plyometric.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Omaha.
Enough to Chubb to start the drive. He stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
It's 2nd and inches.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
Hey. 1, 2.
Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Here's Chubb up the middle. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Going to the ground again on first. That's a nice run in there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
From the gun, it's Murray. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans grab the lead on their first series of the half. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
Okay, the wide receiver is going to get it to begin the drive. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
This offense has now leveled some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Hey, Silver. Hey.
Hurts looking to throw. Completed left side to Smith. They're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, Philadelphia.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Hurts to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up second down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, break off the first down.
70 Timberwolves.
Line up the design keeper. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. All right, here we go. Second down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds a seam down the middle. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Hey, Silver. Dice right.
From the red zone now. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles now trail by just a point in the fourth. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Play action now, Murray. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Try getting it to Nico Collins. And it sets up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
What? 2-2. Hey, shift.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Chased out to his right. Passing struggles bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's got it, complete to Collins. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Off the play action, here's Murray. Into the hands of Harrison. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be first down, Houston.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Pressure coming, it's Murray. And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans take a fourth-quarter lead. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7.
24, Eagles 17.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Shipley now to return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
They send a man in motion.
Let's go.
Ooh, the wide receiver getting it to begin the drive. Along the right sideline, there's space. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles now trail by just a point in the fourth.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen, and they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive. It's just a whole bunch of celebration.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles tie this game up. Tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. First and 10. A gifted Chubb running left. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Omaha.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Taking a deep shot here. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a fourth-quarter lead. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7.
31, Eagles 24. Amy Fairbairn to kick off for
Fairbairn
Houston.
has it all set up for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. The throw left side, caught by Brown. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from this man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation could create the big play down the field.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Hurts now from the gun. Tips it off to Barkley, complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give him 13 on that play. That'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
63.
Back to throw, Hurts. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Back to throw it. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Eagles losing by 7. The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down. Desperation time here. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. What a play on 4th down. Give them the first after a gain of 27.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Running it now out of the gun. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Handoff now to the receiver. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
They're lining up for 2. This is for the lead and potentially the win.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Catches it at the 1. Wow, a stunning call to go for it, and the guns pay off. He's in, and they've got the lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line.
It's 2nd and inches.
Setting up to pass. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked out by Quinyon Mitchell. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They go to Barkley again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Final timeout called by the Texans. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. About set. This is 3rd and 5. Dive play straight ahead. And fly, Eagles fly. He gets him the first down, partner. That's going to seal this win. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And they end the season on a great note, Brock, with a W in the final chapter of this year's campaign. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we'll see you next time from Houston.